The 1990s were a golden age for comedy movies, although some of them sure didn't age well. With a mix of slapstick humor, clever writing, and unforgettable characters, these films still make us laugh out loud. Here are some of the funniest movies from the 90s that everyone should watch at least once. Army of Darkness. Our hero, Ash, from the Evil Dead series, is transported back to medieval times where he must retrieve the Necronomicon to return home. Of course, things go haywire, and he accidentally unleashes an army of the dead. Armed with a chainsaw and a boomstick, Ash must battle his way through hordes of skeletons and save the kingdom.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. This is my boomstick!
Clerks. A day in the life of Dante, a convenience store clerk, and his friend Randall, who works at the video store next door. They deal with annoying customers, play hockey on the roof, and engage in endless philosophical debates. It's a slice-of-life comedy that captures the mundane yet hilarious aspects of working retail.
Do you have that one with that guy who was in that movie that was out last year?
You should hear the barrage of stupid questions I get.
What do you mean there's no ice? You mean I gotta drink this coffee hot?
You'd feel a hell of a lot better if you just rip into the occasional customer.
Dumb and Dumber. Harry and Lloyd, two dim-witted but well-meaning friends, embark on a cross-country trip to return a briefcase full of money to its rightful owner, unaware that it was left as ransom. Along the way, they encounter a series of comedic misadventures, misunderstandings, and a lot of slapstick humor. Their cluelessness knows no bounds.
We gotta get out of this town!
Yeah, and go where?
I'll tell you where. A place where the beer flows like wine.
You just want to go to Aspen and find that girl, and you need me to drive you there, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I right, Lord?
So?
Clueless. Cher Horowitz, a wealthy and popular high school student in Beverly Hills, takes the new girl, Ty, under her wing. Cher's matchmaking attempts and fashion makeovers lead to unexpected results as she learns more about herself and her own romantic entanglements. It's a modern twist on Jane Austen's Emma, filled with 90s slang and fashion.
What the hell is that?
A dress.
Says who?
Calvin Klein.
What about Bob? Bob Wiley, a neurotic and dependent patient, follows his psychiatrist, Dr. Leo Marvin, to his family's vacation home. Bob's obsessive behavior and quirky charm drive Dr. Marvin insane, but endear him to the doctor's family. It's a hilarious battle of wits as Bob's antics escalate, leading to a comedic breakdown for the good doctor.
This man is crazy! Get out!
Why'd you need to kick Bob out of the house?
He's not gone! That's the whole point! He's never gone!
Is this some radical new therapy?
Wayne's World. Wayne and Garth, two metalhead best friends, host a public access TV show in Wayne's basement. When a sleazy TV executive offers to buy their show, they must navigate the pitfalls of fame while staying true to their roots. Packed with catchphrases, headbanging, and fourth wall breaks, it's a party time. Excellent adventure.
Extreme close-up!
I want you to find out who these guys are and where they do their show.
What is this?
Mr. Vanderhoff, this is your audience.
It's two chimps on a Davenport in a basement.
The Mask. Stanley Ipkiss, a timid bank clerk, discovers a magical mask that transforms him into a zany, green-faced trickster with superpowers. As the Mask, Stanley gains the confidence to woo the girl of his dreams and take on the local mafia. It's a wild ride of cartoonish antics and unforgettable catchphrases, showcasing Jim Carrey at his zaniest.
Because Stanley Ipkiss is not the man he used to be. Smokin'!
Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore, a failed hockey player with anger issues, discovers he has a talent for golf. He enters a professional tournament to win enough money to save his grandmother's house. With his unconventional style and explosive temper, Happy shakes up the golf world and faces off against the arrogant pro shooter McGavin.
He discovered a new talent.
The house is like 400 yards away. That's unbelievable.
Mrs. Doubtfire. After a bitter divorce, Daniel Hillard, a loving but irresponsible father, disguises himself as a British nanny named Mrs. Doubtfire to spend time with his children. His over-the-top antics and heartwarming efforts to reconnect with his family lead to both hilarious and touching moments. Robin Williams shines in this cross-dressing comedy classic.
I'm Euphigenia Doubtfire, dear.
Bon appetit!
It's homework time.
Men in Black. Rookie Agent J teams up with the grizzled veteran Agent K in the secret government organization known as the Men in Black. Their mission: to monitor extraterrestrial activity on Earth and prevent intergalactic threats. With cool gadgets, alien encounters, and plenty of humor, this sci-fi comedy became an instant classic, showcasing the dynamic duo of Smith and Jones.
Best of the best, and we're looking for one of you.
Hey. What's up?
I want to get some coffee. You want some coffee?
No, thank you, I'm fine.
Right on, fellas. You guys get along all right?
All right, I'm in.
Liar, Liar. Fletcher Reed, a fast-talking lawyer known for his dishonesty, finds himself unable to lie for 24 hours after his son makes a birthday wish. As Fletcher navigates this truth-telling curse, he faces a series of comedic disasters, personal revelations, and courtroom chaos. Jim Carrey's over-the-top antics and physical comedy make this a laugh-out-loud ride.
One lie
Tell him it's in the mail. I ran out of gas.
You losing a little weight?
at a time.
The true victim is my client. Put yourself in his shoes for a moment. You're walking from church when suddenly you encounter him.
Pouncing from the shadows.
Rush Hour. When the daughter of a Chinese diplomat is kidnapped in Los Angeles, Detective Inspector Lee from Hong Kong teams up with loudmouthed LAPD Detective Carter. The unlikely duo must overcome their cultural differences and work together to rescue the girl.
Detective James Carter loved his job just a little too much.
You destroyed half a city block,
That block was already messed up.
and you lost a lot of evidence.
Still got a little bit left.
Friday. Craig Jones and his buddy Smokey spend a lazy Friday in their South Central LA neighborhood. As they deal with various neighborhood characters, Craig must find a way to repay a local drug dealer by the end of the day. Full of humor, memorable lines, and a slice-of-life look at urban life, this comedy became a cult classic.
You ain't got my money or my bud. I'm killing you and him.
Break yourself, fool!
You don't drag me into this?
And he said if we don't pay him by 10 o'clock, he gonna bust a cap in both our ass, nigga. We need to pay him, man. He's crazy, man. Let's stick together.
Office Space. Peter Gibbons, a disillusioned office worker, decides to stop caring about his soul-crushing job. His newfound apathy inadvertently leads to a promotion, while his friends plot revenge against their evil boss and the mind-numbing corporate bureaucracy. A hilarious satire of office culture, Office Space is full of quotable lines and relatable frustrations.
I don't like my job, and I don't think I'm gonna go anymore.
One of these days, I just kick this piece of... I'm thinking now it might be more fun to just get fired. And I've always wondered what that would take.
The Big Lebowski. Jeffrey the Dude. Lebowski, a laid-back slacker, gets mistaken for a millionaire with the same name and is drawn into a convoluted kidnapping plot. With his bowling buddies, Walter and Donnie, the Dude navigates a series of bizarre encounters and misunderstandings.
Why should we settle for 20 grand when we can keep the entire million?
I know you're mixed up in all this.
Playing one side against the other in bed with everybody.
Blow on them.
Huh? Fabulous stuff.
What?